You never want to be the token knee, bro. You heard? Like I said, I'm from the Bay Area. Even though I grew up around other races and a bunch of different people and stuff like that, you would never catch me on a solo trip 4 deep with them. And you know he been raised around other races of people his whole life, you know. But I heard about stories. It used to be I used to watch my YouTube. He talked about this, but it used to be there'd be people they be doing on campfires, camp retreats in Florida, or they say let's go on a camp, let's go on a swamp, and it'll be a whole thing to where everybody know they gonna delete you but you. It's like a game. Hunger Games, all this stuff is real, bro. Like there's books called The Hunter. Search up the book called The Hunter. I'm gonna watch a bro video too real quick.
Was saying got unalive by his YT friend. So this is the guy that allegedly people are saying got unalive by his YT friends, and I don't know what it is, but he gives me group leader vibes, and usually those type of guys attract the most hate and envy. And it's unfortunate because your white buddies, they'll thought the fours, they'll slime, five, they'll do all of that. But bro, when it's time to help you, help your mother find your body or see if you're still alive, they don't have no answers, bro. They don't have
Yeah,
no answers, bro.
these your
If
friends,
only he
right?
could have stayed around some brothers like this. And I think we all go through it as, black people. We all go through a time where some of us, we have we come conscious about our race, bro. Like maybe when we were younger, because the history they teach you in school ain't really going to educate you on who you are as a black person. So when you go outside of school and do your own history, you kind of start waking up and realizing, bro, something just kind of makes you not have YT friends anymore, bro. I went through that where I was like, bro, like when you start knowing who you are, it's like, I don't even want to be around these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real, bro. But some black people, they don't go through that stage in their life and they kind of think we're all just friends. And, they're selling that type of propaganda
We're
nowadays.
all human beings and we're all one. No, we ain't all one. I will never forget Adam 22 saying this on the GG3 interview. There's still a big appetite for racism. I didn't know it was such a big appetite for racism. It made me think of the quote, "We are the silent majority." They see you on your land, living, doing your thing. Black Wall Street. Oh, somebody said you did something. Man, nobody worrying about y'all. Y'all women come on over to Black Wall Street to come party with us. And y'all mad so you want to burn the city and drop bombs. You're mad. Then when you realize all black people, so-called black people, wasn't slaves, you realize their ancestors was the original slaves, indentured servants. They sent the worst of them here. You didn't get but we don't get the. I ain't gonna lie to you though, bro. I'd rather deal with white people in America than them in Europe. At least I know what's going on. You ain't finna catch me in no sundown town. You ain't finna catch me parlaying in the outskirts of Alabama unless I'm with some indigenous folks. Yeah, it might be a shootout, but niggas ain't gonna butcher me, bro, and try to drink me and put me in a chair and freeze my face like a deer. Bro, it's probably old houses in the South where they just got his faces hanging on the wall. I know they still got it. I know they do. Why would they stop? You think they stopped that? Okay. Go watch Lovecraft Country, bro. Y'all need to go watch. Like, they put a lot of truth in movies, bro. You feel me? I think this was some type of ritual, bro. Some type of skull and bones shit. I don't think it was just all his white friends was just hating or something. And this is allegedly. This is all allegedly, you know? But I'm just speaking my mind with this. I think this was some type of ritual, bro. Like, I don't think they... And then nobody knows nothing.
The sheriff's department is claiming that so far they don't suspect foul play in the passing of Nolan, after his friends said they don't know where he went after they took him to an island and then later he was found floating in the water. Here are all the major updates to Nolan so far. Please pay attention. The autopsy has started today to find out what caused his passing and if he had anything in his system. Sheriff's department tells ABC that they're leaning to the story that the friends left Nolan on the island because he wanted to stay without his phone, right? That they don't suspect foul play yet, but they do believe that he did drown. His parents ain't come to play because now they've hired powerhouse civil rights attorney been? Also, the sheriff department is calling out everybody who has footage or is a witness to what might have happened on the island when Nolan was there, if they seen anything suspicious or recorded it. But they're claiming that they want everybody online to stop hitting them up unless they got the first person footage or are the person that witnessed it themselves. So again, you guys want me to believe that this man decided to leave his phone on the boat with his friends
and then say, nah, I don't want to go. Ain't nobody finna, if that's the case, I want to stay here on the island, but take my phone. I'll just stay here by myself and I'm just gonna meditate. Like, bro, I don't get it. Like, how does that story even believable? He wanted to stay when everybody was leaving. He wanted to stay by himself with no means of getting back. He doesn't have his own boat. I want to stay on the island. Somebody said, ain't nobody leaving their phone. Especially a teenager. You must have never been on a lake. You always leave your phone on a boat. You're not going to jump in the water with your phone in your pocket. You can leave your phone on the shore. You don't have to leave it on the boat. And then they drive off. Why are people gaslighting that? All I'm saying is I wouldn't be the only parent crying and grieving right now. Yeah, eye for an eye. That don't really exist no more. Why would they say he didn't want his phone? Let's see. Yeah, no one is giving up their phone, especially in this day and age. It's in 2011. I go to the beach in the same island a lot and never bring mine to begin with. Even if he chose to stay, why didn't they give him his phone? He wanted to stay, but they don't remember what happened. How do they remember he wanted to stay? Yeah, what happened after that? They're sticking together. Of course they are. That's what them crackers do. We need the feds to take over this investigation. Just a reminder, one of the friend's father is a judge. There you go. Well, this will go unsolved. Bro, the comments is already like, I was just reading the comments. And sad to say, that's the reality. What the fuck is going on, bro? Niggas just staying silent. Listen here. I don't give a how much you love that boy. You better not say nothing. That's what their parents tell them. You better not say a motherfucking thing. Motherfucking nigger boy end up drowning. Fucking up our shit. Bringing all this publicity in our town. You better not say a motherfucking thing. Because let that be one of their kids. Woo! They protesting. They outside. They GoFundMe already would have been set up. They take care of their own people. Let it be somebody else. White folks gonna sit back like, luckily I grew up somewhere where white people gonna actually say, hey, one thing about California, white people gonna say something. Hey, that's not right. You can't treat him like that. You know, it's always gonna be a white woman come, hey, you feel me? Like, that's why you can say what you want about California, bro. But a white person be right next to you like, yeah, F those cops. You know what I'm saying? In the South and up north and wherever they be and shit, America racist as fuck. I thought Cali was racist. Nah. Cali got like prejudice. We be prejudiced and shit. When you go to other places, they genuinely race. They genuinely hate you because of your skin color, bro. Like in the Cali, you might be like, oh, Mexican or Asian can't drive, or black people, oh, they gonna rob me, or oh, these white people call the police on me, like something like that. Stereotype. Same with like New York. It's just a bunch of stereotypes and prejudice for real. But like New York, they be racist too. They be real racist in New York too. Even black was like, I'm a black American, you scum, you fucking. But he was going off on her. He was like, I'm black American. You don't deserve to be here. You disgust me. I gotta find that video. He was like, I'm black American. You disgust me. He was counting on hella cheese. I ain't gonna lie, that video was sick. But yeah, though, bro, like, America's crazy, man. First clue, nobody leaves their phone. Nolan's parents have asked the media to avoid speculations. Please respect their privacy. There was no cell service on the island. His phone, man.
The body of 18-year-old.
Their parents could be Masons too. How we know?
Black teen Nolan Xavier Wells has been found. His white friends who were with him on the trip have already hired lawyers. Wells vanished July 4 during a 4th of July boat outing to Horn Island, Mississippi, about 10 miles off the Gulf Coast. A park ranger found him in the water near the north.
Why would they hire lawyers if they're innocent and if their friend, they don't know what happened to their friend? They're hiring lawyers, but there's no foul play suspected. Interesting. No foul play. Listen, bro. If you on my video, I don't gotta tell you what it is. You know who you are. But like, if you is just finding this page, and you somebody that do got white friends, do you look at this situation? I feel like it can't be. You would think it's nobody that's. You would think like, not no offense to Nolan Wells, my condolences to this young brother, but like this is like how this is the importance of teaching your children who you are. Like, even though my dad was kind of on a crazy tip, like white people petri dish and big Yakub scientists and it's war chop and this is and that, and you feel me? Like my dad will put it on thick, like he'd be like, white people got the hair and the, bro, he'll go crazy with it. Shabaka, like he named me after Shabaka. Shabaka was an African pharaoh leader that was fighting off in the Egyptian dynasties, 25th Egyptian dynasty, one of them dynasties. He got a son, Shabaka Tata, and all his sons and shit, but he was fighting off the invaders just like Shaka Zulu type situation. If y'all ever seen Shaka Zulu, it's like that type of situation, right? But yeah, I was watching Shaka Zulu when I was 13. Like, my brain is wired differently. But when you don't know who you dealing with, this type of shit can. I don't know, bro. Because he grew up around these people his whole life. So he thinking like, this shit, you know, but you don't never know. That's why it's like, even like black folks that just want to, oh, I'm going to move to the suburbs and this and that and raise my kids in this neighborhood. That is good. But like, when you want to start parlaying with them and acting like them and judging your kids, like, I don't care if my kid is raised in the suburbs, bro, where he's raised. He's going to still have his identity. When you look at Nolan, he dressing like them, he pose, he looking like them, not knowing he doing this shit better than them. He doing the black white boys do white boy shit better than white boys when they really raising it. Whatever we do, if we start at the same level as y'all, we're gonna be way better in it, bro. It's just facts. We got the genetics. It's just a fact, bro. Or it's you're gonna have competition. You know, you just take somebody that was raised in Atlanta or inner city Philly and something like that ain't really have no advantages, and place them with somebody that's white that went to private school. Of course you're going, oh yeah, he has a low IQ. I have a low IQ. But put one of them black brothers in the same schools when y'all are elementary school, the same after school programs, the same this, the same that, and see where we at. See what IQ is low. What's yeah. So they be, a lot of them be feeling inferior around people. That's why they be acting racist. That's why when they get drunk and when they start saying the N-word, oh, what's up, my nigga? They be feeling inferior, bro. Even if they're not on some racist shit, be like, yeah, my nigga, bro, yeah. They turn hip hop. Like, when they get drunk, you ever notice some white people when they get drunk, like they act like they in a hip hop music video? That shit is like inferiority. Like, you trying to like clown some shit. Notice how like you get into an argument, or you'll see people getting in arguments on the video game or on the internet online. Somebody white would be like, somebody black would be like, bro, you ugly as shit, like them big ass shoes, like big face ass, loose ass shirt, nigga, you fried. What they gonna say? Oh, you're black, you're a nigger, yeah, chicken look. Like, they don't have their soul is so like, they it's like they spirit and they soul know they're inferior. Like, nah, I ain't gonna say inferior, but like, this is just my opinion, bro. Like, there's something that's deeply emplaced in white, like in certain people, that makes them racist. Like, it's in their blood, bro. They can't, like, I feel like even if they wasn't taught racism, they would be like this. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people say like it's taught, but I feel like it's implanted. Like, it's something like, I don't know, bro. It's just my theory. Like, it's just something genetically like that be going on with them. They be glitching, bro.
So this is the guy that.
The way this country talks about black victims versus white victims is disgusting. Nolan Wells' body was found yesterday off the coast of Mississippi. If you didn't know, he was presumed missing and dead on July 4th. It is America's 250th birthday, and we're still dealing with this bullshit. He was celebrating with his friends for the 4th of July, and there's now circulating video that
What? See, that's the problem. It's 2026 and you celebrating the 4th of July with white people. Your parents have failed you. Your parents, your ancestors, everything failed you. That don't even sound like what you're supposed to be doing. You ain't even supposed to be celebrating the 4th of July anyway. They just did what they naturally do. At that point, that shit just kicked online. That's like trying to eat. That's like some indigenous trying to eat with Thanksgiving with some white people. and one day they might glitch out, bro. They might they deep great ancestor might wake up. You think they ancestral blood ain't get to? I ain't gonna lie. I think of things on the spiritual realm. This is something you wouldn't. I feel like even if this shit did, like, I feel like they cool any other day, but to this day, come on, bro. You're celebrating the 4th of July, getting lit and drunk on boats and at parties with a bunch of white boys on 4th of July. The day they gained their independence, Independence Day, when the USA Corporation was set up on the land, bro, the de facto government. The people that took your land and renamed you, paper genocide you, renamed you 100 times, called you Black, African American, Negro, Indian, all these different terms, just rocked you all on the land, rocked you upside down, told you all the way from Africa. I got a problem with this because when I say stuff like, well, shouldn't have done that, it's like, oh no, bro, he's a victim. We got to feel sorry about him. But he the type, I feel like he probably joke about niggas too. Niggas in the hood. Yeah, those YNs. He probably talk like that too. Nolan, oh yeah, YNs. So I ain't finna take up on him. I'm be honest, bro. Nigga. Nigga.
Going very viral of what looks to be him and his friends. That
they said this was another situation where a lady lost her life and she was hanging around all white people. Hey, look, bro. I ain't gonna back, bro. People like this, they'll be talking shit about black people, bro. Remember that white lady, that white girl was dating that white dude, that black girl was dating that white dude, and they went to Africa for a trip, Tanzania or something, and he went back home and she didn't. And she was on Instagram talking about, yeah, black men are so this and black men are so that. But like I said, I could tell he grew up around them because look, he look how he blend in. Same glasses, same Goodwill shorts. You feel me? Same Sportsman Warehouse shorts. Like, so they all got the same aesthetic. Yeah, these are the boys. Whole time, I guarantee you, it's like them 3 dudes that's in the photo, they might be actually his partner, but it's gonna be 12 other of their homeboys who calling him the N-word behind his back, and they ain't gonna say nothing. Am I lying, bro? Did y'all see Higher Learning? See, I watched movies like Higher Learning when I was young. That cracker popped Tyra Banks, bro. Shaved his head bald, acting. I hate him for that role to this day. Like, when I be seeing them comments like black fatigue, this and that, all I think about is Higher Learning. I'm like, y'all just a bunch of Higher Learning kids. All y'all the white boy of Higher Learning. Y'all all y'all's like that Aryan group of Higher Learning. That's how I view it. There's no other way to view it neither. We know it's tribal wars on the land. It's always been tribal wars. It's always been wars on the bloodline. But this the thing too. You go to the fraternity, you get this same treatment. You go to the black fraternities. So you gotta have discernment in these days. But I do want to say my condolences to Nolan and the lady up top too. But hey, man, you gotta know who you are in these times, bro. Please. It ain't the time to even be second guessing. Everything you see on the internet, yes, okay. You can say it's not real. Oh, they just pushing racism online. They're just pushing this online. It's all peace and love outside. Technically, outside is the reality you create. But once you start mixing with different beings, you gotta know. shit could go left. When you by yourself, you could say everything online is an illusion. You could be in your own world. But I'm telling you, the moment you get around other people, you need to be thinking about what you see on the internet. Because this is in people's mind. A lot of people is not detached from this shit. And there's being agendas being, you don't know, bro. Like, these niggas could be in a group chat where they send pictures, yeah, monkey lover and all. Like, you don't know what's going on, bro. He thinking they his friends. They got a whole group chat talking about him every day, making him the butt of the joke. Like, bro, y'all don't know. Y'all don't be knowing shit. These my bros. That's why you see when he was with his other brother, they posted up like that in the beginning. You feel me? When he was with his other bros, that shit looked it right.
So
This shit, he looked like he with his people now. He looked normal. You feel me? Stay around them, bro. But he probably like he had white friends, black friends, just like how we all did. I grew up. I had white friends when I was young. I used to go to their house, swim in the swimming pool. My friend Nick, bro. I had a best friend named Nick growing up. I go to his pool swimming. His mom helped me get my first BB gun. You feel me? That him and his mom, we all went to get GTA 5. That was my best friend, bro. They had a racist dog. Dog always like chased me around the house and shit. Like they had to put the dog up because the dog didn't like me, and I was hella scared of the dog. That's the only thing I didn't like about his house, bro. His dog used to hate black people because the previous owner was black and he used to beat him. But now that I'm older, I'm like, that's bullshit. But I fuck with Nick though. Like his parents and his dad, he had super old parents, you know. But his dad and mom was super cool. They let him do what he want, you know. Make me a frozen pizza, mom. You know, they come make it. You know, it was just fun, bro. My friend Nick though, bro, like I ain't gonna lie. Like my friend Nick, he probably don't like black people though. Like he probably it's different though, cause he grew up with niggas like me, so it's different. I whooped nigga ass one time. Put them paws. I'm yapping now, but I'm just saying, bro, like this is crazy, man. I feel like this is really like this shit was unexpected too. Like he wasn't expecting this shit. Nigga young as hell, bro. It's crazy too, cause when you younger, you think like, damn, bro, like niggas 18, 19. Hey, niggas be 18, 19. Look, when you was 6th grade, niggas 18, 19, like grown men. Now when you get older, it's like, damn, bro. Like these some little niggas, bro. America with 3K.